And we begin by coming into Tadasana, either bringing the big toes together with the legs together, or if it's more comfortable for you, placing the ankles underneath the knees, underneath the hips. And regardless, palms facing forward, weight balanced in all four corners of the feet. Stacking our spine, keeping the head balanced over the shoulders. And allow those shoulders to just relax down against our back as we widen the collarbones and let our heart open and shine. And if it feels comfortable, we can close our eyes and draw our attention to our breath, and then perhaps an intention for our practice today. When we've discovered this intention, take some time to dwell upon it, bringing the hands to heart center and perhaps tapping at the center of the chest near the heart, just breathing in that embodiment of our intention. And with each inhale, pulling that energy deep into our being. And exhale as we ground into the earth, solidifying it. Inhale and exhale, releasing the hands down to the sides in Tadasana. Inhaling the arms up overhead and then back down to heart center, Samasthiti. Good, release the hands, inhale the arms up overhead once again. Exhaling down to heart center, release the hands, swoop the arms back and then forward over the top. Tapping once again at our heart center. Good, release those hands. Checking in with the toes, grounding once again into that mat. Pressing through all four corners, feeling the ankles engage, the calves. As we inhale the arms up, exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Releasing the head and neck, perhaps turning the head side to side, letting the weight of our body just hang out for our first light stretch of those hamstrings. Inhale, and with each exhale, noticing the torso gently melting down towards the earth. After our next exhale, let's inhale up halfway, noticing the lengthening of the spine through the top of the head, the strength of our feet and legs pressing down into the earth. Exhale, folding back down again, taking the insides of the elbows and gently rocking side to side, bending one knee and the other. Enjoy the lengthening of the back body and the decompression of the spine. Returning back to the center, we release the hands down to the ground. And then walk our hands over to the outside of our right leg, perhaps holding on and pressing through the left hip, just a little twist, gently opening the side body there. Inhale and exhale. When we're ready, coming back to the center, release the head and neck. And then when we're ready, walking the hands over to the left side. Remember, we can be holding on towards the outside of the knee or the calf or all the way down to the ankle or heel. Just tuning in with our bodies to find out what feels good today and what's calling to us. When you're ready, return to the center. Inhale up halfway, exhale, forward fold down. Good. Bend those knees. Bring the hands to heart center, sitting back into chair, Utkatasana. Grounding through both of those feet, feeling the strength as we inhale up, swooping the arms over and back down. Reaching the right arm up and over as we slide the left hand down, lateral flexion. If you'd like to turn the gaze up towards the arm, feel free, or just look straight ahead if that feels better for you today. Lengthening through the side of the ribs, under the arm. Good. Bringing that arm down, zippering the left arm up and over. And once again, gazing up if that feels good for you today. Inhale and exhale as we bring the left hand back down. Beautiful. Inhaling, both arms up, hands together. As we exhale, the hands down into chair. Now twisting over as we look over the left shoulder, ensuring that the knees are staying as straight forward as they can. But the twist comes from the base of the spine all the way up through the top of the head. And with each exhale, we sink deeper into the twist. You're ready, return to the center, and then twist over to the right side, keeping that spine neutral and long, feeling the energy through both of those feet. As we notice the quads and those glutes turning on and firing, feeling the power we have there. Inhale and exhale as we return back to the center. And once again, with those thumbs, tapping that intention, that focus back into the heart center. Inhale the arms up, exhale them down as we return to Tadasana. Inhale, arms up, exhale, forward fold, placing the right foot back and then the left foot back. As we sit the hips back towards the heels, keeping the arms elongated in extended child's pose. Evening out the breath. Noticing and releasing any tension in the belly. Inhale into table, shoulders over elbows and wrists, hips right over the knees. There's strong and solid core, micro bend in those elbows. Pressing into the earth with the tops of the feet, perhaps even lifting the knees off of the mat. Now, if that doesn't feel right on the ankles, feel free to tuck the toes under to lift the knees. Noticing how strong your core is, everything is tight and solid. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale, slowly lowering those knees down. Moving from our table now into cow with an inhale and then into cat with our exhale. And as you know, moving at your own breath pace and always tuning in and listening to your body, giving it what it needs today and the best we can every day. Only going to the point that works for you, especially as we work on things like today and our inversions. We really need to not push ourselves, just do what's appropriate and what feels right for our abilities today. Good. Just one more inhale up to cow and reversing it as we tuck that tailbone down. Returning to cat and then back into table. inhale, grounding through the hands, the knees, and shins, and tops of the feet. As we exhale, the hips back down to the heels, reaching the arms out. Extended child's pose, pressing up onto the fingertips to engage the arms. Keeping the neck long and the tailbone dropping down towards the earth as we breathe evenly and tune in to that intention. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, coming back into our table, reaching out the right arm and left leg into that strong, solid spinal balance. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, bringing the arm and leg away from the midline of the body. Exhale as you bring it back to the center. Inhale and exhale. Once more. Returning to the center. Then we're going to bring the elbow to knee in our spinal balance crunch as we inhale up and exhale the elbow to knee. Trying the best we can to stabilize any of those wiggles that go on. And then moving into sunbird. So we bring the right arm down and then bring the forehead or the nose towards the knee. And then the bottom of the foot up towards the sky. Arching the back, bending the back just like we do in cat and cow. Returning back to table as we inhale the left arm and right leg out to spinal balance. Moving through that same routine on the opposite side. You're strong and solid and balanced. Starting this time with our spinal balance crunch, elbow to knee, and then back out as far as we can, arching that back and then extending out. Inhaling as we lift the arm and leg up. We can abduct the left arm and right leg away from the midline of the body, using the breath to guide our movements. And then moving into sunbird. Really focusing on arching the back just like cat and cow with each movement as we inhale the foot up and exhale the knee to nose. And returning back down into table, inhale and exhale to extended child's pose. Maybe bending the elbows so we can rotate those wrists around. Just relieving some of that tension, however that might work for you. Maybe pressing the backs of the hands together, or just spinning the hands around in one direction and the other. Reaching the arms out, again, to extended child's pose. Inhale forward to our kneeling plank. Exhale as we chaturanga down, maybe hover and hold there for a moment, and then release. Good, placing the hands by the hips, palms facing down. Inhale up to locust pose, and exhale lower down. Inhaling, using those low back muscles to extend the spine, squeezing the glutes and the hamstrings. And exhale as we lower down and rest on the right side of our face. Keeping the breath long and neutral as we inhale up again and exhale as we lower. And on our next exhale, lower all the way down. Place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, pressing up and back to extended child's pose. Inhale forward to kneeling plank. Exhale, chaturanga down. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, extended child's pose. Good. We're going to inhale, stepping the right foot forward into our kneeling lunge. Staying low here with the arms, or inhaling the arms up overhead. We can also cactus the arms down, lifting the chest and arching the back, letting the heart kind of shine up at an angle. Let the gaze follow in the same direction, opening the chest, bringing those arms back. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the left hand down, right arm up in our twisting lunge. Inhale, drawing that energy up from the earth, and exhale as we bring the right hand down, bringing the left arm up as we open the chest, open the shoulder, gazing up over those fingertips or just straight ahead. Allowing the rib cage to revolve over that right thigh. Deep breath in, exhaling the left hand down to meet the right. All right, now stay there, or you can scoot that right foot forward, allowing the hips to melt down towards the earth a little bit farther. With our next exhale, we're going to shift the hips back, straightening out the right leg, and inhale, melting those hips forward and down again. And we're going to press back and then forward. So as we shift back, we stretch out that hamstring. As we come forward, we feel that stretch in the hip flexor on the left leg. Listening to your body, continuing on with a few more breath cycles. Good. With our next exhale, we're going to step the right leg back, sitting our hips back, extended child's pose, inhaling forward to plank to exhale down, chaturanga, inhaling up to cobra, exhale, extended child's pose. Inhaling the left foot forward, coming up into our lunge, dipping down those hips, maybe bringing those arms back into the sides, into our cactus arms, opening up the chest, lifting the heart, really pulling the shoulders back, feeling the chest muscles release and expand. Good. Inhale, bringing the arms up. Exhale, let's bring that right hand down, left arm reaches up towards the sky. Notice the spinning of our spine from the tailbone to the top of our head as we gaze beyond the fingers. Good. Inhale. Exhale, bring the left hand down, right arm opens the chest up as we gaze over those fingers on the right hand, grounding through both legs, elongating the spine through the top of our head. Inhale. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Same as the other side, we can walk the hands forward, walk the left foot forward, or simply use a block. You can lower down and sit back. Using our breath, inhaling, melting those hips, exhaling, elongating the hamstring. Feel free to pull back if you need to at any time. Listen to your muscles, listen to your body, and take care of it. Inhale. And with our next exhale, let's sit back into extended child's pose. Inhale forward, tucking the toes under, then lifting the hips up and back, pedaling the feet in downward facing dog. Shift your weight from one side to another, allowing the toes to curl up, stretching out the bottom of the foot as well as the calf on either side as we straighten the leg. Bending the knees down into the earth as we push down and back, stretching the soleus. As we inhale forward, walking the hands out into a high plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, lifting up to Cobra or Upward Facing Dog. Tuck the toes under, lifting back into downward facing dog. Reaching the right foot forward, coming up into our lunge. Opening the arms once again into cactus, lifting the chest, widening the collarbones, letting the heart shine. Really pulling those arms back. Beautiful. Good. Inhale the arms up. Exhale the left hand down, right arm up towards the sky. Inhale and exhale. Good. Inhale, reaching all that energy straight up. And as we exhale, bringing the right hand down. And as you know, rotating that left arm up. Active fingers on both hands. Strong, solid base with both legs. You guys got this. With our next exhale, bringing the left hand down. Pressing the right foot back, but up into the air into your three-legged dog. Exhale the toes down towards the ground, but inhale the leg up again, extending that hip. Inhale up, exhale down. Once more, full breath cycle. Coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale the knees to hover just above the mat, and then exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Good. Lifting the left leg up in the air, bringing it forward and through, bringing the arms overhead into our lunge with cactus arms, bringing the arms back, opening the chest. Feel those shoulders roll back, reversing that forward posture, and bringing that energy back into our center. Breathe deeply. Inhale the arms up, exhale the right arm down, opening that left arm, twisting that spine, drawing the energy from the earth up through both legs and the right hand, shooting it out through the fingertips of the left hand. Breathe in, and as we breathe out, bringing the left hand down, right arm opens up towards the sky, encouraging that twist through the rib cage over the left thigh. You are strong, you are solid. And exhale the right hand down, summoning all the energy from the earth, pressing the left foot all the way up into the air into your three-legged dog. Exhale as you bring the toes down towards the earth. Inhale up and exhale down. Still engaging the core. As we now bring the left leg up and through the arms, pivoting the right leg so that the side of the foot is parallel to the end of the mat. We're going to come on up into our warrior two, bending in through the front leg, allowing the shoulders to relax down against the spine, gazing beyond the left hand. Dropping the right hand down, inhale forward as we scoop that good energy to rain down upon us in reverse warrior. Lifting through the side body, grounding through the earth through both feet and squeezing those feet in together. Bring the left hand down, shooting that right arm over the top in extended side angle. Shoulders are down. Spine is long. Good. Cartwheel those arms back up and into the left knee. Warrior two. Again, relax the shoulders down. And straightening both legs, rotating the toes forward. Inhale the arms up overhead. Exhale as we forward fold. And our standing wide-legged forward fold. Using the hands to support or reaching the hands out towards either ankle. And let the head and neck just kind of hang out and release and relax. Allow the neck to decompress. Reaching the hands back out in front again and walking both hands over towards the outside of the left ankle. Still supporting from the feet up, not allowing those knees to lock. As we come back towards the center and walk the hands over to the outside of the right leg. Just noticing the difference in the stretch here. Inhale and exhale. When you're ready, inhale, walking those hands back to the center. Letting the hips drop as you press through the feet, bring the arms up overhead. Rotating the right toes towards the short end of the mat. You can walk the feet in or keep them out wide, raising the arms to warrior two. Let the shoulders kind of shimmy down the back. Strong and solid in your warrior two. When you're ready, we'll drop that left hand down to the left thigh. Flip the right palm up as we lean forward, scooping the hand back, gazing up towards the hand, reverse warrior. Good, and moving into extended side angle as the forearm goes towards the thigh, left arm lifts over the top. Reaching out through those fingertips, pressing through the bottom of the left foot, elongating the left side of the body. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming back up and bending back into our warrior two, letting the hands drop down, rotating both toes forward. Inhale the arms up, coming down into our goddess pose or fire. Palms face up. We can put our fingers into Jnana Mudra. Shoulders still want to be chilling out on the back body. Heart is lifted, collarbones are wide. Inhale the arms up as we straighten legs. Exhale as we come back down. You can put the arms into cactus or keep them out. Your choice. And as always, your choice in how far down you would like to go. You can make it a little bit easier, don't bend so far, or bring a little more heat, a little more workout by getting the thighs about parallel to the ground. You can also open the chest, turning the chin up just a bit, arching the upper back to shine the heart forward. Good. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, let the arms come down, kind of shake those legs out, and walk or jump the feet in towards the center. Coming to the top of our mat, inhale, exhale, forward fold, inhale to flat back, exhale, forward fold, stepping the left foot back and the knee down, right foot back, and sitting back to extended child's pose. Resting here just for a moment, checking in with yourself. Good. Coming forward, walking the hands out so that the hips are set right over the knees. Allow the chest to come down towards the ground into our puppy pose. And remember, when the heart is above the head, it is an inversion. So we do inversions quite a bit with our bridge and downward facing dog, but we're going to add a few today. The ones that we do today are totally optional, and I want you to consider your safety first. So let's go ahead and walk those legs in, opening that right arm, sliding it down behind the left. Your choice what to do with the left arm. We can press down into the earth, reach the arm forward, or just let it kind of hang out. Always up to you. If you prefer to do this pose sitting back on your heels, more in a child's pose, feel free to do that instead. Good. Press down through the left hand, opening up that right arm up towards the ceiling, and restabilizing back into table. Doing the same thing on the left side. Inhale up, exhale, sliding the left hand down behind the right arm and choosing your option, how deep you would like to press into this twist, or if you'd like to relax more into the twist. Regardless, try to keep the breath in tune with the body, even and calm. Good, and as you're ready, inhale the left arm up and then back down into table, sitting back, extended child's pose, reaching the arms out. And then we're going to reach the arms behind the back, maybe interlacing the fingers. And then if it calls to you today, lifting the arms up as far as they go for you. Maybe that's just resting on the low back. Maybe it's up an inch or two, or maybe you're real flexible and can bring those hands all the way to the mat. Whichever choice, be sure that the neck stays long and that we're breathing. When you're ready, release the arms down and come on down to the left knee, bringing the right leg all the way out. Supporting with our right hand on our right leg. Going to lift the left arm up and over into gate pose. Lots of nice side stretches in here today. Remembering that we're not pushing into the knee, we're just using the hand for some support. Good. Inhale, exhale the left hand down as we lean, lifting the right leg out and the right arm up into our modifying balancing half moon. Good. Coming back down, allowing that knee to come down, arm comes down, returning to the center, reaching the left leg out, letting the left hand support, right arm comes up and over your gate pose. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. When you're ready, exhale, bringing the right hand down, lifting the left leg, left arm, and you're balancing half moon. Modification. Noticing that hip strength and flexibility. As we inhale, exhale the leg down, coming back down to the knees, placing the hands on the low back for supported camel. So we lift the chest, gently arching the back. Just from the side, gently arching the back, letting the head come back to aid in that stretch, but not letting it rest on the shoulders. The gaze should be up at about 45 degrees. Remember that you can also use blocks to deepen camel pose by placing them on either side of the ankles, give you a target to reach towards. To keep the hips forward, stacked the best we can towards the knees. Remember, you don't need to even go this far. You can just use the hands on the lower back and you're still going to get that great back bend. Inhale and exhale, releasing the hips. Then sitting back to extended child's pose. Breathing evenly as we enjoy this counter pose to camel. Inhale forward, tuck the toes under, lifting the hips up and back to downward dog. Inhale the right leg up. Exhale, bending the knee across the body as we come down into pigeon. Inhale and exhale, forward folding over the front leg, stacking the hands to rest the forehead on the backs of the hands. Remember here that in order to support our hips, it may be necessary to put a pillow or a blanket underneath the right hip. Gently lifting the head, placing the hands underneath the shoulders, tucking the left toes under, lifting the right foot up and back into the air, and then back down to meet the left, downward dog. Inhaling the left leg up, and then we're going to bring it through the arms, letting that knee rotate out into pigeon. And then if we like, we can forward fold over that front leg, stacking the hands, keeping the neck long as the head rests. With each out breath, allowing the hips to sink a little deeper, to release just a little bit more. Good, releasing the head, placing the hands under the shoulders, tucking the right toes under, lifting the left leg up and back, and down to meet the right in downward dog. Lengthening the spine, bending the knees, pressing the hips up and back. Beautiful. Keep breathing. Good. Inhale forward, letting the knees come down, and then sit back to extended child's pose. Give yourself a little break if that was a little bit intense. Holding that downward dog. And on our next inhale, we're going to come forward and then turn on over onto our backside. Slowly roll down onto our backs, bringing the knees into the chest, giving them a squeeze. Maybe gently rocking from one side to another, realigning the spine. Good. Inhale, exhale the feet down to the mat. Placing the hands down on either side of the hip. Inhaling the hips up into bridge. Pressing down through all four corners of the feet. Keeping that space between the knees. Feeling the heat build in the hamstrings and in the glutes. As we lower the hips back down. You're ready? Inhale the hips up. Keeping a nice neutral spine. And that safe space beneath the chin. As we keep that long, soft breath here. As we exhale down. Taking our blanket, pillow, and placing it underneath the hips. Giving a little supported bridge. Now you can also use blocks here as well. But we're going to bring the legs up. So bending the right knee and extending the right leg, and then the left. Just going to stack the feet over the knees, over the hips. Kind of adjusting there, using the arms for some support. And maybe that's as far as we'd like to go today. Just a little bit of a supported inversion, allowing blood and energy to kind of come back towards the heart and recirculate. Now feel free to stay here, or if you'd like, we can lift the legs up into a shoulder stand, placing the hands on the low back, allowing the legs to elongate, trying to bring the ankles or the heels more over the hips the best that we can, still keeping that safe space underneath the chin just like we do in bridge. And you can kind of experiment bending one knee and then the other. But remember, we're only going to the point that is for our body, ensuring that the pressure is on the shoulders and not on the head and neck. And as you're ready, slowly come on down under control. Inhaling up to bridge, Just as a counter pose here, and exhale, lowering the hips down, inhaling the knees to chest, and then moving into another bridge, or trying more variations of your shoulder stand, or if you're ready, moving into plow, which would be bringing to start a leg down, and then another. Hands are supporting the hips. Then if you'd like to do plow, bend at the hips, allowing the legs to come over the head. And arms can be down on the mat to support. Still supporting the neck. If you'd like to deepen even farther, some of you may have the flexibility to allow the knees to bend and come to the floor on either side of your head. And when you want to come out, straightening the legs again into plow pose and bringing one leg up and then the other, supporting in the shoulder stand. Remember, any of these variations are great, or just sticking with bridge is also great. Another option would be just placing the legs up on the couch or a chair, or once again, stacking some pillows underneath the hips and just letting the legs stack over the hips that way. Good. When you've had enough, go ahead and roll those legs slowly down under control. Then we lift up to bridge, reminding ourselves that yoga is a journey, and to be patient as we learn, try new things, and practice ahimsa, being kind to ourselves and our bodies. Inhale the knees to chest. If it feels good, gently rock side to side. Allow the feet to come to the mat, bottoms of the feet to come together, knees to splay out wide in your reclining bound angle as we lift the hips off the mat. Engaging the glutes, stretching through the hips. Or if it feels better for you, you can place a pillow underneath the hips, or let the hips rest and the knees just relax out to the sides. As the arms are also out to the sides with palms facing up. For a little bit deeper stretch there, you can also place a blanket or pillow underneath the hips in the same position. Feel free to close the eyes, encouraging the rest of your body to relax and release. Then removing any support, inhaling the knees into the chest, and exhale, releasing the feet down. Keeping the knees bent, but the arms come to the side in cactus, allowing both knees to drape over to the right side of our mat as we look over our left shoulder. Allowing a little twist as we cool down today. Breathe evenly and begin to let the muscles in your face soften. Inhale the knees up to center, exhaling them down over to the left side of the body, turning the head over the right shoulder, releasing any tension with each exhale, inviting in calm and stillness. Inhaling the knees up to center, bringing the knees into the chest. Inhale, and exhales, release all the way down to the mat. Adjusting the spine to remove any pressure points, rocking the legs in and out, maybe gently moving the head from one side to another, releasing the shoulders down the spine, just ensuring that everything is loose and relaxed and open, allowing the muscles in our face and jaw to soften as the eyes remain closed. We allow our minds to become still as our bodies become still. gently bring ourselves back to the present by wiggling the fingers and toes, rotating ankles and wrists, maybe rocking the legs in and out slowly, and the arms in and out. And then finally our head and neck slowly moving from one side to the other. As we bend our left knee and then our right, slowly rolling over to our side, cradling our head with our arm, checking in with the peace and relaxation that we feel here and now. Taking hold of it and bringing it with us wherever we go, knowing that we always have access. Once you feel like you've got a hold of that, slowly and gently press your body up to a seated position as you gently also flutter the eyes open. You now are fully alert and aware. Inhale. Exhale the hands down to heart center, tapping into that intention. Inhale up. Exhale down. Again, tapping into the heart center. Once more, inhaling all the way up, bringing the hands to prayer pose, dwelling for a moment in our third eye. Down to our heart center. The divine in me sees and honors the divine in you. Namaste.